Good evening. Welcome to Republic TV. On This Is Exclusive, viewers, we are going to dive into a disturbing trend in the INDI Bloc. Its troubling attitude towards women has now come under the scanner. On the one side, the Vadra Congress has swiftly expelled a senior leader in the Congress who dared to expose a casting couch-like system within the party. Meanwhile, the government is facing criticism for protecting MLA Mukesh, who stands accused of rape. As Simi John sheds light on what happened within hours, the Congress, firmly denying it, has now stated that they have expelled her. They are not coming out with anything other than an evasive silence. Much more on that. First up, a look at our top headlines.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
And the casting couch scandal now hits Congress party. Congress expels Kerala leader who alleged exploitation of women in the party. INDI comes under fire. DNA test confirms SP leader's role in raping of a minor in Kannauj. Akhilesh stays mum. ED arrests Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amantullah Khan, detained after a 6-hour search operation at his residence. Junior doctors and workers take out protest rallies across Kolkata. Demand for Mamata Banerjee's resignation continues to echo across Bengal. ED arrests Aam Aadmi Party Amantullah Khan, who's now been detained after a 6-hour search operation at his residence. PM Modi launches BJP's membership drive, renews his membership in Saffron Party, says the drive to expand the Saffron family. Heavy rains lash Andhra Pradesh, low-lying areas completely flooded. IMD issues 5-day warning to the state.
Presented by Royal Global University. Northeast can't wait. Pado kuch bano.
Viewers, on This Is Exclusive, we dive into a disturbing trend in the INDI Bloc. Its troubling attitude towards women has come under intense scrutiny. Vadra Congress swiftly expelled Simi John, a senior leader who dared to expose a casting couch-like system within the party. We speak to senior BJP leader, former Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar to understand why and how the government reacted and how here the Congress is not reacting. Mr. Chandrasekhar, thank you for being with us on This Is Exclusive. My first question, why the stony silence from the Congress party now?
Look, I don't think people are surprised anymore at Congress's general conduct. I said this earlier in the day, the Congress says something before elections. There's this famous saying by Priyanka Gandhi saying that ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon. And then you have Rahul Gandhi before the elections waving the constitution and talking about India needs to protect their women. So they say these things leading up to the elections, and after the elections, they forget what they've said. And today, what you're seeing today in the Congress in Kerala state is clear evidence of the fact that they absolutely don't practice what they say. And, in any organization in the country today, private or public, if a woman employee or a woman participant in that organization steps up and says, I fear that there is harassment in this organization, every responsible organization has a responsibility to at least investigate those claims. Certainly, the response of that organization should not be to throw the complainant out. And here is the Congress party who, at the drop of a hat, will say things like ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon, and women's protection and constitutional rights. but forget constitutional rights, forgets ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon, when it comes to women members of their own party. The least that should have been done by the Kerala's Congress party is to investigate, as any organization would do, any responsible organization would do, investigate the complaints, investigate the claims, and then take a decision on what is to be done. But instead of that, they silence this person by dismissing her from the party completely, with obviously a sign to intimidate other so-called complainants, other potential complainants of the party.
And Mr. Chandrasekhar, a larger question now being raised on this INDI bloc, because it's not only in Kerala, but in Uttar Pradesh, the DNA report of a former Samajwadi Party leader, Nawab Singh Yadav, has come out. There was a rape of a minor in Kannauj, and now it seems that he was very much involved in this entire rape of the minor. We raised the story. Akhilesh Yadav is silent. No one in the INDI bloc, including the Congress, is speaking on it. This seems to be, like you said, something that the Congress needs to answer when it comes to statements they make on Nari Shakti. On the other hand, the complete repression of the Nari.
Look, let us not skirt around the topic. I think it's very clear, and the people of India are realizing the truth, know the truth. This is a politically opportunistic alliance. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in any core values. They say a lot of things to mislead people and get votes during elections. But there is nothing about this alliance, whether it is the SP Samajwadi Party in UP, whether it is the CPM in Kerala, whether it is the Congress Party or the TMC in Kolkata, in West Bengal. Now, for example, you mentioned very correctly, look at the response of the Congress Party to the Kolkata horrible crime that was committed in Kolkata, and an INDI Alliance partner tried to pass that off as suicide. They maintained a studied silence till the whole thing broke and the whole country got into an uproar. Then you have Rahul Gandhi tweeting some lame tweet about this, like almost as an afterthought. Look at Kannauj. There is a clear rape and by somebody associated with the Samajwadi Party, an INDI Alliance party, and Rahul Gandhi has maintained a studied silence. Look at Kerala. 5 years, the INDI Alliance partner, CPM, tried to put a lid on the Hema Committee report, tried to slide it under the carpet. And it is only thanks to the fearless actresses and women in the movie industry of Kerala and Malayalam movie industry that the government had to capitulate and put out in the public the Hema Committee report. Over the years, these in Kerala in particular, whether it is a Congress government or the left government, both of them INDI Alliance partners, have made it their business to keep women vulnerable and not to give women even the fundamental right, Article 21 right of having a dignified opportunity to work with dignity in a workplace. And today you saw this in the Congress party in Kerala. And for the last 5 years, the CPM has been trying to put a lid on obviously a very shameful conduct, shameful behavior by a set of powerful movie stars vis-a-vis women in the Malayalam movie industry. So I am not surprised, and increasingly people of India are not surprised at the Congress's double talk, double speak and hypocrisy. They say something before elections and do exactly the opposite after.
Mr. Chandrasekhar, we'll just put out the people from the Congress, women who've been expelled, and this is for viewers to really understand. If a woman is being harassed, there is time for the Congress party to take note of it and to have an internal committee on it, not to expel them. There are several who rose and spoke up about this. There was Ankita Datta, she was harassed, she was expelled. Priyanka Chaturvedi, former spokesperson of the Congress party, expelled. Radhika Khera was harassed and then she was expelled. And now, of course, Mr. Chandrasekhar Simi Roseball, who's been harassed and expelled. This is also something that the Congress internally needs to understand. There are women who are speaking out.
Yes. Just 3 days ago, there was a Malayalam actress who accused a senior functionary of the Congress party in Kerala of sexually harassing her. And he had to resign, a gentleman called Chandrasekharan. So this is not an exception to the rule. This is the general rule. This is the general conduct of these parties that believe that they can get away with anything, that laws don't apply to them, and that somehow by saying some random sound bites before the election, they get a free pass from all these activities and these kind of exploitation and harassment.
And I also want to get a sense not only of this. Earlier, a few days ago, we'd also spoken about Mollywood. This entire circus, this nexus in Kerala, how are you looking at the way the women are being treated across the board there?
Look, our party's position there is very clear. We have said that the last 5 years, the CPM, the INDI Alliance Party, CPM has tried to put a lid on this, put this under the carpet. But the brave, gutsy, courageous women folk in the Malayalam film industry have not allowed it to be muzzled or to be shoved under the carpet. And the BJP's position is very clear. It's consistent with our leaders' position on these issues. For us, women empowerment is not a political slogan. It is an article of faith. And we will logically see it through to the process of investigation and prosecution of those named in the Hema Committee report. We will not permit the CPM government nor their ally, the INDI ally Congress opposition, to come to some sort of a fixed match and shove this report under the carpet and allow these perpetrators to go scot-free. The women of Kerala's movie industry who have bravely come out and complained at great risk to themselves, by the way, Rhythm. They are coming out and doing this is a great personal and professional risk to themselves. We will make sure that they get the justice that they deserve.
Mr. Chandrasekhar, we try to speak to the Congress, KK Venugopal, Malayakarjun Kharge, they don't speak about it. On whose instructions do you think within the Congress was the call taken to expel her? Was it at the very top, at the helm of the Vadra Gandhis?
Look, I mean, I don't know. I'm not privy to their thinking process, but it's a dynasty party, Rhythm. And I don't think anything is done in that party. No, not a twig can be moved, not a paper can be signed without the diners signing off on it. And so it is very clear that this culture of this organization, this general belief by the Congress party that no laws and rules apply to them or anybody in that party is something that comes from top down. This is what I surmise. I don't think a culture of a political party can be so brazen and so uncaring and unempathetic towards such a legitimate issue of women's safety, women's empowerment, and the women's right to work with dignity in a workplace, that nobody can take that kind of a decision unless it came from the topmost leaders, unless that is representing the culture and attitude or the leadership of that party. So I have absolutely no way of confirming who took that decision, but certainly it is reflective of the general personality and culture of that party, which is that they believe they're above the law, their leaders believe that they're above the law, their diners believe that they're above the law.
Yes. Whether it's scams, whether it's the women, I think this is exactly what seems to be what the Congress and the INDI Alliance is doing. I want to remind our viewers about Ankita Datta. She was suspended from Rahul Gandhi's Congress for saying how Rahul Gandhi's aide B.V. Srinivas wanted to exploit her. In such cases where women are speaking out, whether it was Radhika Khera who opened a can of worms when she spoke to our editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami about how the Congress functioned, Mr. Chandrasekhar, is it not for the Congress party to have actually put out a statement, some investigation to have followed, which is what happens when there's sexual harassment that is complained of by at the workplace or in others as the law of the country?
Look, I don't think any one of us should waste our time trying to persuade the Congress to do the right thing. That is trying to make them do the impossible. The Congress is a political party that is built on an edifice of lies, misinformation, and misleading people for not 5 years or not 2 years, for the last 65 years. They are not going to change. The stripes of that party are not going to change anytime soon. It is more, I think what is more important is for the people of this country to become more and more aware and more empowered about the truth of what the Congress's politics really is. That they say things, but they do things that actually exactly is opposite to what they promised. They've done so for the last 65 years, and they continue to do so under the current dynasty.
If you see the words, Mr. Chandrasekhar, my last word to you, sir, she says, I did not get a place in the good book of the leaders because I was not able to please them. Is she
It is-
talking?
effectively, Rhythm, this is the same language that the lady in Kerala has used.
Yes.
Saying that there is a fast track for some people and there is a slow track for some people just because they're women. And I think this is, sorry to say this, but this is really, despicable. We are living in the 21st century. We have a political movement of empowerment. Women are in the forces. Women are breaking glass ceilings everywhere. And that in today's day and age, that there is a political party that still treats its women members like this, I'm sorry to say, is really, really shameful. And it is something that all of us don't deserve, and I hope that the people of India reject this party really for what it truly is.
I thank you, sir, for being with us, because this is extremely crucial. You're calling a spade and ensuring, hoping that justice is done. Thank you for that. Viewers, as we look into what Mr. Chandrasekhar has said, as Simi John sheds light on alleged exploitation within the Congress, she firmly denies any links with any other party. She emphasizes her fight for justice and women's dignity in politics. These are not just words, but this is harassment that she's faced. She'll also see how protection of the accused leaders extends beyond party lines from Uttar Pradesh to Bengal, now in Kerala. Here's that report on the INDI's pattern of shielding perpetrators and silencing victims.
The INDI Bloc's anti-women stand has been exposed. On one hand, the Vadra Congress expelled its senior leader, Simi John, hours after she alleged a casting couch-like system in the Grand Old Party. And on the other hand, the Kerala government chose to shield rape-accused MLA Mukesh. The expelled Congress leader has also spilled the beans, which potentially exposes the anti-women face of the Grand Old Party.
And I believe my expulsion without a shopper's notice, they remove me. They decided to remove me.
You had, coming back to your...
I doubt it was a planning strategy of the opposition leader.
Okay.
They want to, it's like an attempt to silence me. I didn't specifically mention a fasting couch.
Okay.
But I was highlighting favoritism and exploitation. That is true.
Amid the fresh row, John dismissed all speculations surrounding her joining forces with the CPIM, which again is another party that is shielding a rape-accused actor come MLA Mukesh.
I am a constitutional functionary, I was, and they are, without any reason, they are not allowing me. They are telling you sit at home. We have new generation. That's not fair. I will work for my part. That is my right. No.
You are saying that you will still work for the welfare of the Congress party. Is that what you are trying to say?
Yes.
At the same time, you also say there are men who are controlling this entire party and women are not allowed to come up in the...
No, I am fighting against that cause.
Okay. So you do you think more women are also within the party ranks? They also experience the same, and many people have come forward in support of you from within the party also?
Yeah, many. I can say. I am colluding with the CPM. That is. I feel so bad about that these claims are false.
Okay.
My criticism of the Congress party is based on my own experiences.
Okay. So you are very clear you will not join the CPM or the BJP?
Yes.
Simi also went on to publicly name and shame the people who have allegedly silenced her.
Instead of addressing the issues they decided to remove me, which seems like an attempt to silence me.
You are saying this is an attempt to silence you?
Yes.
By whom?
I think opposition leader.
Okay, the leader of opposition. BD Sadition. And why do you think he is trying to silence you? What is the reason behind it?
I'm a grassroots worker, and I think I did my job very well. And after my this is my 37th year of my party work, and I become a public service commission member. And that is the only post that they gave me. And she is not happy with that also.
From Uttar Pradesh, where Akhilesh continues to shield predators like Nawab Singh Yadav, to Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee continues to delay justice in the Abhaya case. And now Kerala, where the INDI parties expel women speaking and shield rape-accused leader. The opposition continues to victim shame and protect perpetrators of women exploitation.
Viewers, in today's episode, we also unravel the darker side of Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal of RG Kar College. Beyond his involvement in the medical scam, evidence now reveals Ghosh ran a mafia within the institution. With powerful connections to Mamata Banerjee, he moved through the hospital surrounded by up to 20 bouncers and a contingent of police officers. Eyewitness accounts from the guard at the RG Kar hospital paint a picture of a man wielding his influence with the authority of a don. Take a look at this chilling video.
Sandeep Ghosh's illicit dealings at RG Kar College have been exposed. Today, we reveal another side of Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal of RG Kar College. Beyond the medical scam, Ghosh was also running a mafia within the institution. With the influence bestowed upon him by Mamata, Ghosh would make his entrances and exits surrounded by a squad of bouncers. Not just a few bouncers, he was escorted by up to 20 goons during his visit to the hospital. But that's not the full story. Mamata's police were also part of his private security detail. A key testimony from a guard at the RG Kar hostel reveals that Ghosh had around a dozen of police officers stationed at his office around the clock.
যখন জানতে গেছেন কিছু জানাননি উনি?
না কথাই বলতে চায় না, কোনো উনি যেভাবে থাকতো সাইন্সারের মতো একবার থাকতো, কোনো কথা বলতে চায়।
কিরকম থাকতেন উনি, কিরকম চালচলন?
ডনের মতো।
কতজন বাউন্সার নিয়ে ঘুরতেন?
আগে নিত বহুত লোক, ইদানিং মাঝখানে গন্ডগোলের কাছ থেকে অনেক কমে গেছিল।
আগে কতজন নিয়ে ঘুরতেন তাও?
মিনিমাম 20 লোক।
20 জনকে নিয়ে একটা হাসপাতালের মধ্যে ঘুরতেন উনি?
উনি ডন একজন ঘুরছে।
নিরাপত্তা, ওনার নিরাপত্তারক্ষী কতজন ছিল?
ওই গেট থেকে উনি যখন আসবেন মানে পুলিশ তো 10-12 জন থাকবে
ওনার সঙ্গে,
মানে সাইড কিলার,
মানে ওনাকে কর্ডন করার জন্য।
আর গেটের মুখে থাকতো মিনিমাম 10 জন।
তখন উনি আসছেন
না, প্রিন্সিপাল গেটে তার অফিসের মানে মুখটাই 10 জন দাঁড়িয়ে বসে আছে।
আচ্ছা, আর উনি যখন রাউন্ডে বেরোতেন সেই সময় কতজন থাকতো?
আগে বেরোতো, এখন মাঝখানে গন্ডগোল হতে গিয়ে আমাদের চোখে আর রাউন্ডে কাই পড়ে।
উনি যখন হাসপাতালে ঘুরতেন তখন কতজন থাকতো?
আর 10-20 জন থাকতো।
বাউন্সার থাকতো, কালো জামা পরে বাউন্সার থাকতো?
না, প্রিন্সিপাল ঘুরছে মানে সব দিকে এই অ্যালার্টমেন্ট হয়ে যেত।
এটা কি পুলিশও থাকতো সঙ্গে?
হ্যাঁ, পুলিশ, ওই সিভিল পুলিশ যে ওরাই বেশি থাকতো।
সাদা পোশাকে?
সাদা পোশাক, এমনি প্লেন ড্রেস ছিল। তারপরে নাকি উনি আবার অর্ডার করেছিল খাকি ড্রেস, সবারই জন্য খাকি ড্রেসে।
Ghosh was one of Mamata's empowered and entitled lieutenants, wielding the authority to hire and fire at will. Reflecting on his behavior, the hostel guard shared insights into Ghosh's harsh treatment of hospital staff.
প্রিন্সিপাল সন্দীপ ঘোষের সঙ্গে তো নিশ্চয়ই পরিচয় ছিল। সন্দীপ ঘোষের বিরুদ্ধে একাধিক অভিযোগ উঠছে। আপনাদের অভিজ্ঞতা কেমন? আপনারা দীর্ঘদিন ধরে এখানে কাজ করছেন।
অভিজ্ঞতা ভালো না।
কেন ভালো নয়? কেন?
ওর ব্যবহারটা আমাদের কাছে খুব একটা ভালো ছিল না।
এখানে বারবার বলা হয় যে পাচার হয়েছে, বর্জ্য পাচার হয়েছে, এগুলো
না, সেগুলো এত আমরা হোস্টেল কর্মচারী ওখানে যাব কি করে?
এমনি সন্দীপ ঘোষ সম্পর্কে, আপনারা কর্মচারী, আপনারা দীর্ঘদিন ধরে কাজ করছেন, তার সম্বন্ধে অভিজ্ঞতা?
এখন আমাদের তো এখান থেকে স্টাফ তুলে নিল, তা একদিন বলতে গেলাম, বলবে করবে তো করো, না হলে ছেড়ে দাও।
The security guard has spoken a lot on how Sandeep Ghosh used to say that much security is not needed. Earlier, 6 security guards were posted in the boys' hostel. What was the reason Sandeep Ghosh used to avoid to stop security guards from protecting the RG Kar Medical College Hospital campus? Was there something which Sandeep Ghosh used to run and used to hide is one of the biggest questions right now.
My colleague, who's always at the helm of affairs when it comes to Bengal and who's closely been watching and monitoring and been at the protest, Mayuk Ranjan Chaudhary, now joining us. Mayuk, tell us what's been happening, how this can be overlooked, and what is the Mamata Banerjee government doing till now, Mayuk?
Well, Rhythm, right now when we are speaking, hundreds of doctors, medical staff and health workers are in front of Lal Bazaar. Lal Bazaar is the Kolkata police headquarters, and it's a breaking news situation where the protesting doctors, they have said that if the police commissioner does not come out of Lal Bazaar, that's the Kolkata police headquarters, and meet them at the point where they have been stopped by Kolkata police using barricades, they won't be leaving tonight. So this is going to be a big thing, because right now what we are seeing is that huge number of protesting doctors are sitting. They are demanding resignation of the police commissioner of Kolkata, Vineet Goyal, as well as the chief minister of Bengal, who happens to be the home minister, the police minister of West Bengal as well. So on one hand, Sandeep Ghosh has been time and again protected by Mamata Banerjee. On the other hand, Mamata Banerjee has time and again protected the Kolkata Police Commissioner. Allegations against Kolkata Police Commissioner is that Kolkata Police Commissioner has directly hushed up things, has been in helm of covering up these things. So what actually is the reason of Mamata Banerjee to protect?
Absolutely. Mayuk Ranjan Ghosh, I beg pardon, I mispronounced his surname earlier, at the helm of affairs. And Mayuk, this is going to turn extremely serious, because what you're stating is this protest could possibly go on yet again. All right. Thank you, Mayuk, for giving us those details. Viewers, all the focus on the INDI Alliance from Kerala, this time to Uttar Pradesh, and finally what we showed you that's been happening at Bengal. Key word here from the INDI Alliance leaders: speak up. Everything is not about political opportunism. Thank you for being with us, and this is Exclusive today.